Hey guys, so I figure I'll just keep blogging because I'm still looking for a miracle, and I've been doing YouTube forever and never getting anywhere with it. And yeah, I know there's a way to do it where you can market it and everything, but sometimes you watch somebody's story and you get interested, and that's how I got interested in these kind of things. And I honestly don't have the time or energy to or money to figure out how to do it the professional way. So I'm just gonna keep blogging every day because that's all I can do in the crisis that I'm in. So I am in this Airbnb. It is the fifth or sixth one that I've been in since I've been to Florida. And a quick recap of my story. Just notice that there's a bullet hole in here. So yeah, I'm on this remote farm. I'll get back to the story, but I'm on this remote farm. I was here last night. I feel like I was by myself, although I did see a car in the driveway. There's like all kinds of buildings, RVs, trailers around here, kind of just set in the woods, but no cars. So I don't think anyone is living here right now, but I know there's three guys that live in the big house next door that are coming back, and that's a little scary. Three brothers, probably young, went down to West Palm Beach probably for the New Year's Eve celebration, and here I am, 60-year-old woman with my two dogs. Thank God for Solomon. I've thought about giving him up many times, but I don't know what I would have done without him on this journey. So anyway, back to the journey. Came down here 3 months ago. First place I stopped was Largo. I had a little Airbnb that was a converted garage, and I only lasted there 2 days. He had a nice little yard that was fenced in for the dogs, but it was shared with the big house, and the lady in the big house was freaking out about Solomon. She thought he was gonna jump through the window or the doors of the converted garage when I wasn't there. I at first thought we had an arrangement where I would let the dogs out when she was at work, and just avoid her and her dogs because she had little dogs. But no, she complained to the landlord, and I got kicked out because she was a long-term tenant. So anyways, that was my first one that lasted 2 nights or 3 nights, I think. And then I went to one in Dade City, and this is on previous videos. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but that one worked out okay for a while. But there was a pig on the property, so that was a little rough with Solomon. But then, anyways, there's a few more in between. But and then a hotel, which was horrible. But here I am, and the reason I'm here is because it all started about 3 months ago when my son went missing, and then when we finally found him, we found out he was in jail, and um, freaked me out because I never thought this could happen to my son. And he was raised in a Christian home with loving parents and had a comfortable life. Unfortunately, we got divorced, and I left the home, but I never left him. He was back and forth between my house and Dad's house, and yeah, that's rough on kids, and I see it more now than I did at the time. But that's when he started. Well, it's not really when he started his problems, because the marriage that I left had issues too. So he's been seeing things since childhood, even though he had a comfortable life, that have troubled him, and he's a sensitive soul. And anyway, he ended up in jail because he had a mental breakdown, because years of accumulating his burdens and his pain, and then getting into trouble and getting addicted to prescription drugs and getting in with the wrong people and all of these things. And when he was in jail, I thought I would die. I mean, I'm trying not to blame myself, but obviously if I could have just stuck it out, maybe with that marriage. But the reason I left the marriage because I thought it would be worse for me to stick it out. But also because maybe I was having a little bit of a midlife crisis, and maybe if I would have stuck it out, I don't know. But, anyways, his dad has not been very uh, kind to me since I've been here, and we had forgiven each other and moved on a long time ago, and he's got a new wife and the whole bit. But it is tough talking to him, and he has the financial means to help, and thankfully he's helping with the lawyer, but he doesn't want Danny coming back to his house, and I'm trying to get a house down here for me and Danny, which has proved to be unbelievably, unbearably, almost hard for me to do, because I sold my RV, which was my home, to do it, and ran out of money quickly because it wasn't very much, and then I got a job and paid my whole entire salary towards Airbnbs. And then I got down to like my last week here, and I thought my property, which I had up for sale, was going to sell. It had a contract on it, and it was looking like it was going to sell and it was going to go through. And then on New Year's Eve, I found out that he backed out. So now I'm really kind of screwed. So I left the one job I had because it was in a different area that was not in the county that my son needs to be in, which I found out while I was here that he's going to need to be in a certain county. So I moved over to this county, took the risk, and now I got to switch jobs. So tomorrow I got to go out and try to find a job quickly because I only have 5 more nights in this place and no money, barely enough for food. So that's a short story. I did all this to try to save my son, and now I feel like I can barely save myself. And still don't know how we're going to get into a rental because I have no money left for a deposit and don't have any money coming in from the sale of the house and even or the land. And even if I do sell it, it's going to take longer now. And this is just like ripe for a miracle, which I've been praying and praying and praying. I stayed in the Red Roof Inn for Christmas, watched Hallmark shows to try to keep myself from being too sad. My birthday's the day after Christmas, hoping maybe God would give me some kind of light on that day or some kind of gift that would make me feel like he was there. And I know he is, but nothing special happened on that day. So here it is, New Year's Day, and I'm still hoping for that miracle. Anyways, I'm gonna just keep vlogging every day and keep you updated, and hopefully this will end with an amazing ending. Thanks for listening.